everybody, happy Wednesday. Today is the 9th of September, and we are going to continue our work with investigating families of functions. Open your ebook to lesson 1.2.3, titled What Do They Have in Common? The Family of Linear Functions. In lesson 1.2.2, your team investigated functions of the form f of x equals 1 over x minus h. These we discovered were hyperbolas with asymptotes. H could be any number, and you investigated plugging in some different numbers and noticing those shapes. You learned that as you changed H, the graph changed, but the basic shape stayed the same. In this lesson, you will think about functions of the form y equals mx plus b. So our I can statement today is I can identify commonalities in a family of linear functions and will determine whether relationships in tables and situations are linear. First on the agenda, you have this intro video, and I'm going to go through a few more directions here in a little bit. With your teams, you're going to be working on 1-99, 100, just B, C, and D, and then 1-101. And then on your own, you're going to complete a learning log for 1-103. The assignments on Google Classroom today are a shared Google Doc. I made a copy for everyone, but only one person in your group needs to open it up and turn it in. And then you'll have a learning log Google form today. Together, we are going to look at 1-98. So we are going to consider the function y equals mx plus b. Y and x represent all of the possible inputs and outputs of the function, while m and b are what we call parameters. So if we change the parameters of a function, this will change our entire equation. Let's look a little more in depth at these variables. So m changes the steepness of the graph. This is our slope. Remember, steepness is how vertical or horizontal that we get. B is going to determine the value of y when x equals 0, or the y-intercept. So this will shift our graph vertically based on what our y-intercept is. After you have taken a few quick notes about y equals mx plus b, you are going to start investigating families of functions that are of the linear form. The first thing that you need to do is set up a Google Hangout or a Zoom with a group. If you add me to this Zoom or Hangout, you will get bonus points. One copy of the Google Doc needs to be opened, and I suggest sharing your screen, even though you all will be in this document. Share the document with each group member and make sure you put your names of all the participants at the top. One group member will submit this for credit, so that's why I need to make sure everybody's names are on that one document. If you don't remember who was in your group, check the picture that I attached to today's agenda post in the Google Classroom stream, and you should find your group there. See ya.